Evening, ladies and gentlemen, Darth Laser here, and today I will be joined by my good friend Jesper Kunz, also known as Benvarmeren cast. Benvarmeren, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Darth Laser. So we're just waiting for this game to go online. So not a lot happening right now.
So we'll be trying our first cast together. It's been a while since I actually had someone to try casting with. Always like doing that. Oh, what should they? There we go. Just setting some things up over here. Anywho. So, did you have anything interesting to do today? Because I haven't seen if there were actually any casts like LPL or LCK.
Actually, I was at my school because at the moment I'm doing my exams.
Oh,
So
lovely.
I was like my school, and I wanted to see if my teacher was there. So I went around for like an hour looking for him, and then I figured he wasn't there. So I really just used an hour of my time not doing anything,
Lovely.
and that's basically my day.
Well, I did a good deed today, so I already feel like the karma points filling me up. Like, perhaps because of this, I will actually get the goal this time, which would be a fucking miracle. That's what I can already tell you. Because I promise you, the people I get paired with sometimes, and I'm not kidding you, Twitch jungle apparently is a thing these days.
It works sometimes.
Yes, well, not when you've got like a Vladimir top lane and no tanky lineup, and the Twitch like literally hides behind your AP carry. Like, I know you're small and I know you're like a rat, but still, not cool, mate. Not cool.
Well, I'm pretty stuck in Platinum 1 as well. Oh, I'm not even sure if I'm Plat 1 or Plat 2.
Spectate game. So we can probably go into our spectator mode in just a second then, if it's going to show up.
Yeah, you should be able to.
There we are. Perfect.
Nice.
So what we have here. I believe it's a Janna Kog'Maw bottom lane. In the mid lane we have... Wait, no, a Janna Ashe bottom lane. In the mid lane we have the Kog'Maw, thanks for that power of evil. In the jungle we have Lee Sin, and of course, Ryze top lane. And on the other side... Let me see... So Lucian Thresh will be joining in the bottom lane. In the mid lane we have a Kassadin, lovely. Hecarim will be joining top with Teleport Ignite, so no Teleport Smite shenanigans there. And Jarvan will be in jungle. Have you seen the game about the Indiana LCS with Jarvan? I think it was Move on Jarvan from Gravity.
Not if he played it this weekend.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
So, but there was Team Liquid going against Gravity, and Gravity won that. And Move played Jarvan into a Rek'Sai, I believe, Rek'Sai Gragas. So he played a Jarvan and was actually did pretty well. Can we like say like Jarvan is what back in the meta is like back one of those top 3 picks?
Yeah, Jarvan is definitely a great jungler. He does benefit from the Cinderhole, but if he does go for a warrior instead, then he will be able to just snowball from the early game because he has so much damage in his abilities just from the standard. Yeah.
I think the main issue with Jarvan has always been like for the career like it's hard to get him out of the meta because he's always so well. Whatever you do, you can't nerf him. That's basically the thing. Like put in Thunderhawk, he's still viable. Put in New Jungle, he's still viable. Basically a bit like Lee Sin.
Yeah, he's always a something you can just pick up if you want to.
So I don't see any strange starts just for now. No shenanigans happening.
No. Well, should we start talking with the as should we start talking about the matchups?
Of course. So in the bottom lane, we've got an Ashe Janna going against a Lucian Thresh. Well, that's going to be painful.
Yeah, I think that the Lucian and Fresh should be able to dominate, but it really depends on whether or not Fresh is able to get out once he engages onto a Ashe and a Janna, because there will be so many slows and there will be a lot of knockups as well.
Well, I think if like Janna and Ash keep it strict to trading, they can win out, of course, with the shield, with the extra AD, if they can win the trades. But once Thresh goes in, gets the hook, gets the flare off, and perhaps a lantern for Jarvan to come in, I do believe that Ash is going to have a tough time in that bottom lane.
Yeah, and the Lucian will have to just try to poke with his piercing lights as well.
Hmm.
That is a very good trick about the Lucian, is that you can just use your piercing light to try and poke and line it up against the other AD carry.
So, looking at Hecarim, you start with the Wolves. He's probably going to teleport up to the top lane now to go against Ryze. He does have that level 2 advantage. Does that put Ryze behind a bit, or because of the pushed in lane, does Hecarim have a hard time?
I think that the Hecarim will have a harder time. Oh, we might see it.
Oh, we actually see perhaps first blood. Yeah, exhaust going on onto Ash. Ash trying to run away. Exhaust as well as a countermeasure, but no kills just happening yet. To exhaust being blown. But now Janna might be in trouble. They're going after her. She barely has any health left. She has to flash away. Heal coming in from Ash, and so far no kills.
But a very good engage from the red team, just blowing all the summoners for the bot lane. Okay, so as we were talking about in the top lane, Ryze not having the level advantage would not hurt him so much because he still does have the range advantage over the Hecarim. And he also have more damage in an all-in. So as you can see, the Ryze is really dominating that
Yeah.
top lane.
That's a lot of free damage that Ryze's been able to put off. And of course, you know, I thought that Ryze no longer went with the Sapphire Crystal first item, but apparently instead of going something like a Doran's Ring double health pot, they still, oh, he's going in, he might actually get a kill here. Hecarim is trying to get away. That's the first blood going to Ryze, putting him at a nice early advantage.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna help the Ryze just get his tier earlier, and maybe even a Dorns or something if he decides to go for that early game. Which
No.
I could see him go for, since he already has a bit of a lead.
Now, here's an odd matchup in the mid lane. Kassadin versus Kog'Maw. Not someone we've seen that often, but we're going to talk about that later. We might see Lee Sin getting a kill onto Jarvan. Jarvan trying to get away. Lee Sin simply, that is a Sonic Wave Resonating Strike, make the end of that. And in the bottom lane, Thresh gets another soul for his lantern, being Ash's soul this time. Janna gets a return kill on the Thresh. Now she's running away. Piercing Light, passive coming in from Lucian. Double kill coming in for the red team.
Yeah, well, things happening everywhere, really. Just nobody's getting so far ahead right now. The blue team are a bit further ahead because of the extra kill they have, but it's not the biggest actually. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, the Kog'Maw is dominating this Kassadin. And that is basically because the Kog'Maw has a lot of burst and he does have a lot of range against Kassadin, who is a melee, of course. So the Kassadin has already used all of his crystalline flask charges, but in the top lane we might see Hecarim going down.
Like, Lee Sin coming up behind Hecarim. Hecarim might be in a bit of trouble trying to turn it around onto Ryze, but Ryze simply stands still, and the kills goes to Lee Sin. Not much trouble coming in over there. Jarvan was thinking about a counter gang, but came a tad too late there. But
Yeah, just
in this mid lane, once Casting reaches that level 6, could he actually go for an all-in onto the Kog'Maw, or does Kog'Maw have enough peel?
well, I think that the Kog'Maw will be able to. Oh, we might see Ash going down.
Ash going down here with a nice hook play, and simply not any ways to actually defend herself. That's another kill coming in for Thresh.
Yeah, just Ash overextending right there, so red team just capitalizing straight onto them. So as I was saying, that the Kassadin should be able to actually go in and deal some damage against the Kog'Maw, but he has to be careful not being hit by Kog'Maw's Void Ooze on the way out, because it will still deal a lot of damage. Even though
And Hecarim trying to find Ryze here, gets caught up. Ryze trying to run away, but has got level advantage. Tries to turn around. Ignite is ticking. Ryze running for his life, and Hecarim does get the kill here. Does take quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah, he did take quite a bit of damage, but well, Ryze just overstaying right there. He should have went back and bought the tears and the blasting wand as well. So
Risky place
just,
to recall.
Yeah, just a great punishment from Hecarim onto the Ryze.
We're having a rather bloody game. We've got 8 kills and not even 7 minutes in just yet. But if you take a look at...
kills and minutes.
So Lucian already went back and got a little shopping spree there. see. He's got
Yeah.
a BF sword over an Ashe who still only has a Doran's blade. Isn't it best for Ashe to go back and simply get something like a pickaxe if she has the money?
Yeah, she really should go back, because if she doesn't go back and she doesn't have enough gold for a pickaxe, but if she decides not to go back and she's actually just sitting at her tower now, but she needs to go back in order to get some just being able to actually get these minions. Also, just illusion, he will be able to dominate the lane once he has this attack damage. He has more attack damage than the Ashe, so he will be able to deal.
Oh, Jarvan being caught up by Lee Sin has to flash away, and that seems to be the end of that flash being used.
Yeah.
Meantime, we might see an engage coming in here, Thresh coming in from behind with Lucian, but Lee Sin is having none of that, trying to find the engage, and Lucian going in at the side is being slowed down, Lantern being thrown out, Sonic Wave does connect, but it gets out of range of Lantern, now has to run away, will it be, oh nice hook saves him, but Ashe still gets the kill nonetheless, they're now turning onto Thresh, Howling Gale will knock him up, tries to fly away, but that is a Sonic Wave, Dragon Strike, and that will be the end of it.
Yeah, and right now the blue team are picking up the dragon, and they should be able to, since the Jarvan is coming back from the base now. There are a lot of wards for the red team right now at the dragon pit, but I think they should be able to if Lee Sin decides to just rush it. And now Janna's coming to the help, so with the warrior enchantment and the extra AD from the Janna shield, he will be able to pick up this first dragon of the game.
Our top pony just got away with a slither of health, even under the turret rise being a permanent threat there. And that's the first dragon of the game, of course. Does seem that blue team, even though they are quite bloody, they're more controlled in their objectives. They're more, they group up a bit more. And that is a kill coming in for Hecarim with the teleport getting there in time. And, well, Rise overextending a bit again.
Yeah, the blue team are really doing a great job of not just getting the kills, but also getting some objectives from it. Right now, the Lee Sin has built the warrior enchantment, so he will try to snowball, which he has done a great job of right now, because he has been part of 4 out of 6 kills. On the other side, we can see that Jarvan are also going for warrior enchantment. And he will have to snowball with that warrior enchantment, but he's already starting to fall quite a lot behind, so it's a questionable buy in my opinion.
I do have to give props to Castlin though, keep actually being 20 CS ahead of a Kog'Maw, so quite impressive there.
Yeah, and Kog'Maw doesn't even seem to have a lot of kill pressure onto the Kassadin, so if he just keeps on farming, but we might see...
We're going in onto the Ashe. Ashe got flayed in, but no hook just yet. That was his Monsoon with a crystalline arrow, but they turned it around. Exhaust was being used. Heal now for Ashe. That is a flash culling, not really hitting target. But Ashe flashes back in, gets a kill onto Lucian. Pretty odd engage coming in, but doesn't seem over yet. Slow onto Thresh. They're going after him. Doesn't even connect the hook. Seems to be fairly safe. No, he actually wants to get a kill, it seems. Tries to turn around. Has to flash away here. And another kill coming in for for Ashe. That could have gone a bit better, I believe.
Yeah, oh, we might see another engage in the top lane.
Well, they're not giving us any rest, are they? Rise and Hecarim going against each other again, but Rise pops the ultimate. It's going to so much damage! Whoa! Bursted down! There went the pony!
Tons of damage even without a Trinity Force.
Paging Riot Freak!
Oh
We did hear Riot Kobe say, like, it's pretty likely that Rise will be nerfed by 5.11. And honestly, if you do not Riot, please, I will be getting a lawsuit against you, because this has to be illegal in most states of the United States. That's just demolishing.
Too much damage. Oh, Lee Sin's come from behind.
And from behind, Castlin, nice Rift Walk away, and Lee Sin's taking turret hits. Safeguard will keep him safe for now. Hence the name.
Wow. So close to going down, Lee Sin. That was a really good engage actually, and a very nice get out. But Hecarim's engaging in the mid lane.
Look at that pony, isn't he amazing? He's going onto the Kog'Maw and gets the onslaught of shadows onto him. He's being feared, gets the flash out of the Cataclysm, but Ignite is ticking. Will Kog'Maw be going down? Gets the level up, but still goes down, but gets the reply kill for it with Rise onto both Hecarim and Jarvan. They're turning now onto Thresh. Thresh running away. Sonic Wave does connect. Resonating Strike into the middle of the box. Lucian is there though. Triple kill coming in for Rise. Lee Sin running away. Calling is being in his back, but he gets away nonetheless. They're now going for Lucian, but Cassidy comes in from the back. They're now going after Lee Sin. Lee Sin gets shut down by Cassidy in the back. We do see Lucian backing off, but Cassidy in a bit of a harrow situation now. Trying to get away from Janna, tries to turn around a bit of damage. Ignite is ticking, but Janna does seem to survive this, but Lucian comes back in simply to die.
Yeah, Lucian, not really, very questionable decision there, just walking straight into the Ashe and his dead team.
It's like when your four teammates die, you feel lonely, so you just run after them.
Gotta join the back of dead people.
I imagine that's something like Joey from would do, like just lie down next to them.
Okay, so we can see the Lucian going for a brutalizer right now, and
Oh.
I'm not. It is a very
Oh,
questionable
cool.
decision, since the brutalizer is basically something you get once you're really far ahead in the lane,
Mm-hmm.
and he is.
First turret of the second turret of the game going down here in the mid lane.
Yeah, well, he is not far behind in CS.
Oh!
While I'm talking, Darwin is getting picked off for the third time.
The Marshia are more like the Marshia no. But like most Lucians would go for something like Infinity's Edge into a Static Shiver, Phantom Dancer, and then probably something like Last Whisper, Bloodthirster. So rather old build coming in here.
Yeah, and it will of course help him his team be a more skirmish team, as the team combo is all about, but he is rather behind, and he might be picked up now by Ashley Sen.
Do have to say that the tier is stacking quite nicely onto Rise, but none of that. Lucian completely out of position. That would be the end of him. Gets another kill onto Ashe. Hecarim comes running in, gets an arrow in the face, tries to turn it around onto the shadows, gets a lot of damage onto Ashe, but Ashe has heals, trying to peel away from him, and well, I think we're eating horse tonight. 3-5-0 on the Hecarim.
But pork meat are illegal in some countries.
I just feel like Red Team is just running in off, like, see hero, kill hero, but the second step of that plan is not really working out as they thought it would.
Yeah, Lee Sin is not really farming any minions, he's just farming champions.
For his collection, like at home he's got like a whole wall of hunting trophies, like Thresh near Cassidy, near Hecarim.
Yeah, but Thresh has to be really careful here in the top lane. He has to be careful not being picked up by this monster of a Rise.
And Rise gets flayed in, but Thresh nearly taken down already. Just tries to flash away, does die anyway. Hecarim now in a heaps of trouble. Rise will tank the turret in the meantime, just going to kill that, but that's Lucian going 1v1 versus Ashe, gets the shutdown. Lee Sin finds himself a job and just kicks him in the face.
Just kicks him to death.
Oh, that's just rude. That is just like Happy Trigger just jumping in front of someone going, hello, kick, dead.
It's not very nice to kick someone that's already lying down.
Oh, Rise might be in a bit of trouble himself. Now Cass and Hecarim do tagging him, get the shutdown into him, Hecarim picking that one up, and finally Rise dies once again.
Yeah, Rise is doing a fairly good job of taking objectives and getting kills, but he's also doing good job of overextending at times.
And that's Lucian here getting engaged upon by Lee Sin rather. Thresh being there to help him up, but there's a Kog'Maw, flashes in, trying to go for Lucian. Lee Sin has nothing that. Cassidy at the side though picks the shutdown, and Kog'Maw is running for his life from Thresh. But not much help coming in here, but a hook lands, there's Jarvan, Cataclysm plus Cassidy, Monsoon being popped but won't be enough. Cassidy's Riftwalk will be sure to end him. That easy, Cassidy's surprise being popped here, not going to make any lethal damage.
Yeah, so close to Kog'Maw's flash coming up right there. So I would be rather mad if that was me, just But really, great
So
job
close.
from red team, just capitalizing on all the mistakes that the blue team are making.
Thresh really setting up some nice plays here. That's a flash from Janet. Gets away. Oh, goal there. That crystallized arrow getting just right in between of them. Rift walk away from Cassidy, and blue team gets back to dominance in this mid lane. Seems just putting their foot down and saying here and no further. I am wondering, let's see how far it's stacked. Already 614 stacked that tier on the Archangel staff, while Kog'Maw's got 494 there. Speaking of which, Rise, going to add another kill to his collection. There we go. That's just painful.
Yeah, this game is just going back and forth. Both teams are just capitalizing on their enemy's mistake.
That's just animal abuse.
Yeah, abuse of the horse.
Heck, Ashe does have finish off that Infinity Edge, so that she was behind at the start, but now already getting out in that first item over Lucian here. So do we expect Ashe to like focus on team fights, or do we see her like we see sometimes LCS? Is she going to split push because she takes turrets pretty fast now?
No, I think that she will just focus on doing the team fights because her team's combo is about team fighting, but she might be picked up here.
Let's see.
Oh.
And Ashe gets a kill into Cassidy. Kog'Maw finds himself a Thresh, and Thresh does not have a flash and will most likely die because there's no blue buff to actually jump towards with a hook. I tend to do that myself, like panic and try to find a jungle camp to hook myself towards, and then I damn my jungler for taking it. Like that. In that case, you can always blame the jungler. That's the easiest part.
You should always blame the jungler.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay, so as I was... Oh, the dragon will probably be picked up here. Not a lot that Lucian can do to...
I love how Lucian just walked in casually, like, oh, I see you're busy, I'll just back away. And let's get saved by the Lee Sin Dragon Rage kick.
Yeah, it was very doubtful decision just staying
Oh,
there for so long.
finds himself one, perhaps two at the side. We see Hecarim and Kog'Maw going against it. Meantime, in the bottom lane, Ashe is picking herself up some turrets, and flash away from Kog'Maw does evade most of the damage here. Ignite is ticking, and I do believe Kog'Maw will be getting away. Ignite is not enough. Hecarim trying to run afterwards. Then the pony gets the kill. A cat in the surprise though is going to get popped. No, that was anticlimactic. Dragon does get picked up though.
Yeah, there's really nobody for the red team that could have contested that dragon. Lucian did go in and look to do something, but there's not a lot you can do when you don't have the smite against the jungler.
I am surprised that Tyr's already fully stacked. He's got the Sarah's Embrace, he's got his Roll of Ages, so that's going to be one tanky rise.
Yeah, well, he has been just... he has been skirmishing and he has been split pushing all game, so... No wonder that the tiers are already stacked, and he has 8 kills and 2 assists, so it's probably the tiers of his enemies as well. But Lucian's getting picked off once again.
I do think it's a problem when your AD carry is dead more often than he's alive, and usually killed by the jungler. We've got Surrender coming in here. What do you expect? 12k gold lead, 20-minute game, and blue team gets it over the red team. Oh, that was a dominating performance.
Yeah, it was a good game. Well, there wasn't a lot that you could analyze, but a lot happened, so at least one of us got the practice.
Yay! I do like how Lucian has done more damage than Kog'Maw or Ashe. It's just brilliant.
Well, he has been fighting and not really trying to farm or anything.
Farming? You mean killing champions?
Yeah, exactly. I got a guide, a challenger that's 1 minute in game, if you wanted to go again.
That's fine by me, I'll be searching for you. There we go. Spectate game.
Nice.
Hopefully we get some time to analyze things now before another AD carry dies.
That could be really nice. We didn't get to analyze the jungle and the mid lane so much. We did get the mid lane a bit, but not the jungle. And now it started.
So Sejuani jungle for blue team going against Grags and red team. What do you say currently with these two being so strongly contested is the stronger pick?
Come again, I didn't hear that.
But between Sejuani and Gragas both being picked fairly often these days, who would you say is the better pick if you have to pick one?
I would say that for a team, then the Gragas brings more damage in the early game and a lot of CC at and a power spike around level 6. But the Sejuani brings more CC in a team fight and she's more utility than a Gragas. I know for a fact that Nico, the jungler for Enigma, does like to he does like to run a Trailblazer on his Gragas just for more wave clear. So he's not really going for the Stalkers or the Skirmishers for some more early game true damage or slow or anything. But if you focus on the early game as the team of Enigma can in their mid lane and their top lane, then the Gragas will help them a lot, while the team of VG has been focusing a bit more on the late game. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I think we might actually be looking at a League 1.
I do like how we already see that the difference in styles. You've got team practices going 5v5s, and we might see Sejuani and Rise actually going in a 2v3. Gragas takes a lot of damage, has to get away here. That is a nice dark binding onto Sejuani, holding them back. They now are going to go back themselves, but Nautilus is joining up in the fray here. Smite goes on, and that's Rise actually stealing the red buff here, so putting Gragas far behind. They're now going on to Coctus on Lulu, trying to get away here. Now, there are exhaust onto Sejuani, will be probably pushing them back. No, they go back in, and that's Ignite taken onto Lulu. Lulu actually with the flash, will most likely be going down, flash in from Rise, gets the first blood here. And quite surprisingly that they kept going in on each other.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Coctus was in front there.
Lulu tank, obviously.
Yeah, rather doubtful decision, in my opinion. They could have just backed the buff was gone anyway, so not a lot to keep doing there.
So we'll be seeing we see lane swaps, we see the 1v2, we see Rise going up against Jinx and Morgana. We have not been able to see Rise that much in lane swaps just yet. Compared to Lulu, how does he do in the 1v2?
He is able to just farm with his Q. I'm not quite sure because I haven't seen so much to the new Rise, but I think you should be able to just farm away with the auto attacks and his Q. And the reasons why there are lane swaps is because that the Jinx and the Morgana don't really want to go up against a Nautilus. The Nautilus does have a disadvantage against the Morgana with his Black Shield, but meanwhile I'm talking Caps gets picked off in the mid lane. Okay, so as I was saying, we might dive.
Oh, they might actually turret dive PvP Pro here. He's in a bit of trouble, tries to turn the damage onto Gragas. Gragas gets away with a heal, but that is Jinx getting the kill here and gets excited. Does die to a minion here, but meantime Sejuani joins up, flash away from Gragas. They're going to try to get that kill up. Meantime in the top lane we see Nautilus engage onto Lulu. Lulu running for her life, gets a lot of damage onto her, will be safely under a turret for now, and Rise does get Rise does go down, and Gragas gets away safely.
Yeah, barely. But as I was saying with the lane swaps, then the team of Enigma Gaming really just wants to get their Jinx rolling. They want her to be the hyper carry in the late game. That's why they did pick her. So giving her that lane swap where she can farm away, that's really good for the team of Enigma Gaming.
I do have to say, we see Civ and Nautilus very often these days, and I can't believe, like, if you speed up the Nautilus with on the hunt, it's a scary thing, seeing such a giant creature running you at mass speed.
Yeah, it is, and it does bring a lot of CC to the table for the team of Void Gaming. So it's a very great pickup, especially for that late game that the Void Gaming has been built around. So with the help of Sejuani, they will have a lot of CC, so that Vladimir can get his ultimate the Hemoplague off on people.
So, Vladimir versus LeBlanc, you would say that after LeBlanc reaches a level 6, Vladimir could be in a bit of trouble till he reaches his own level 9.
Come again?
So, LeBlanc could probably have the upper hand in lane once she reaches her ultimate's level 6. Or till Vladimir actually gets his own level 9 max out Q.
Yeah, but the LeBlanc still has to be rather careful once that Vladimir gets his level 6, because then he will have a lot of burst against a rather squishy LeBlanc, but we might see a fight in the top lane.
In the top lane, meanwhile, we do see Gragas coming in for a gank. Lulu taking a lot of damage here, gets the grudge line actually onto her. Lulu taking down from the ignite, gets a kill onto her Sivir here. Now Gragas has to run away. Does seem that just the small pickups getting the small advantages in favor of Virtus Gaming, or
Void Gaming.
Void Gaming, that's what it. Meantime, Rise going up against Jinx here, putting some damage down, but Jinx with a reply here. Zap, meantime, LeBlanc in the mid lane, putting some poke down onto Vladimir. And Hemoplague being used. Vladimir popped the ghost going in full attack mode here onto LeBlanc. LeBlanc running away. Hemoplague putting some nice damage down. But the transfusion, LeBlanc goes down.
And that was exactly what I was talking about with the Hemoplague just coming onto a squishy LeBlanc that will get picked off by the Hemoplague. And another Q from the Vladimir.
That did seem rather hurtful. Meantime, I do believe LeBlanc is going like straight into a Morellonomicon. Lately, we have been seeing like if LeBlanc wins the lane, some LeBlancs tend to go straight into a Luden's Echo. Doesn't that not take away a bit of the damage that comes from the Grievous Wounds and the Morellonomicon?
It does take away a bit of the damage and also some of the cooldown reduction that will help in the early game, but if you are able to get the Luden's Echo early, then it will help, but Cactus has to be really careful not overextending in the top lane, so Nautilus can land some CC and then pick up with Cactus. But, well, I would maybe have wanted to see Caps going for a Fiends in this match, because just for more sustain and magic resist in the
3 men in the bottom lane, it's rushing down this turret. Meantime, top lane is getting pretty crowded. LeBlanc coming in here for a flank, but they hadn't seen Nautilus and Sejuani here. It's on being popped here. LeBlanc going 1v1 versus Sivir rather. Has to back away. Ignite is sticking, gets the kill, tries to get away now from the Nautilus Sejuani combo. They get the right target, has to flash away here. Rise is there for the pickup though. Doesn't have enough damage, has to flash in, gets another Q and does get the pickup here. And this time, Lulu all by himself on this turret. 4 men going to dive as Sejuani gets the turret aggro. And Vladimir simply with a transfusion picks that one up.
Yeah, just a very good dive for the blue team, but also a very good decision for team of Enigma Gaming, just deciding to go for the dragon. They know that Sejuani and the rest of the team of Void Gaming are in the top lane, so just get the best of the situation and get some tower damage and get the dragon as well. So
indeed, that's a lot of damage onto the T2 turret. I don't believe this was really worth it for Void Gaming.
Yeah, you should never leave a Jinx alone with a tower, but Angod will be picked off here.
Wow, talking about overextending.
Yeah, exactly. But you should never leave a Jinx alone with a tower. She will be able to just put down a lot of damage and maybe even pick up the tower. But, well played for the team of Enigma, just getting the best of the situation, as I said.
I do like the pickup here for Sivir, picking up that Average Blade, saying like, okay, I am falling behind this Jinx, I will need this Average Blade to actually keep up in gold. So, saying already, like, we can be already pretty sure that she's going for the Static Shift second item. Let's see how much she's guarded it. She's on 39 gold. And oh, we get a double kill here for old Wise. Didn't even see that one. Simply, I think that just explains Rise in one sentence, like 1v2s, end of that.
Yeah, but you know, PvP Pro, he could decide to actually go for a Ghost Blade if he wants to, since the movement speed and And the armor pen will help a lot. But
Oh, Jinx might be in a
I
bit of
don't
trouble
like
here. That is the, she gets a knocked up. She gets so many CC onto her. Black Shield will not be enough to save her. Gets a kill onto Rise. Now Glacial Prison being popped onto Morgana. Has to flash away. Still in pursuit. Dark Binding holding back Sejuani. And since Norton has already used that depth charge, that will be Morgana getting away. But still, don't really know what Jinx was doing so far out of position. LeBlanc.
Yeah, she did overextend quite a bit, but Caps might be picked up there. As
Caps going in onto Rise. Desert getting taken down, and nothing that Oath can do here, going after Oath now. But we do see Anon GD coming up from behind. Takes quite a lot of damage actually from the Nautilus. Now flashing in from Sejuani. Sejuani with the flare isn't going to be enough. Distorts away. Do you believe that Morgana might be able to save it? That was a Super Mega Death Rocket flashing by. And that should be the end of that.
Yeah, Cap should go back now. He has overextended quite enough. Just go back and spend the gold that he just got from that kill. He should have an Morello or Nomicon right now, so
But
just
Cap,
slow things down a bit.
Cap's been searching for these kills overall, but look at Vladimir. He's about 30 CS ahead, and still has about 3 kills and 2 assists. Got that Will of the Ancients, and it's gonna put himself miles ahead of Caps with this.
Yeah, and that's really great for Team Void Gaming, since they are all about the late game. So if they can just keep on being just keep on farming, then it will really help them. And actually Sivir is going for Static Shiv as her first item, so she will be going for a lot of
wave
split pushing.
So the wave clear, of course, the Sivir with Static Shiv usually means that you're not getting anywhere with pushing turrets unless you go split pushing. And what we haven't seen Lulu that often is because that's what she's been doing, just farming down in these side lanes and just keeping herself busy while the rest kills each other.
Yeah, and she is ahead of the Rise, but only in CS. In gold she is behind of the Rise because of the 5 kill differential.
1,500 gold. quite the understatement. And this middle turret might actually be going down. That is a 5-man Void Gaming going to group up against that, and I don't believe... Oh, Explosive Gas being used. Trying to wave clear here. LeBlanc has to be careful. Does have the Black Shield, and they're trying to take this one down. Sivir has to pop the ultimate here, and LeBlanc gets caught by a Dredge line. She will be going down. Kill goes to Rise. Glacial Prison onto 3 of them. They get the turret and might be going further. Vladimir with the Ghost is simply going to disengage. They got what they want, and they back off.
Yeah, nice try to just try and wave clear the tower, but not enough. LeBlanc just getting picked off by Nautilus when she tried to go in a wave clear.
Going a bit ham there.
Yeah, now Void Gaming will try to just play some wards, get ready for the next dragon that's coming up in around a minute. So they got the pressure in the mid lane so that they could place the wards and get ready for the dragon whenever it was spawning. So very well played for the team of Void Gaming.
Indeed, we do see them getting ahead quite nicely here. We already see about 4k gold lead here. And if you're going to take a look, it's mainly upon Rise, of course, who's about 2,000 gold ahead by now. A bit on Vladimir, who, with due to the CS. But Sivir and Jinx are still fairly close CS-wise, while we see Jinx finishing off that Infinity's Edge.
Yeah, Jinx does have her Infinity Edge now, so she does have a bit of power spike. She's still missing a bit of attack speed, but with the Sivir, she's not really looking to go anywhere.
Dark Binding connecting, but still not enough. That was a Dredge line. That's Morgana being taken down. Kill goes on to Sejuani.
And that is gonna be the dragon for the team of Void Gaming. Not a lot that Team Enigma can do to try and stop this from going down.
Yeah, I don't believe Nico is really going to try to steal this. They could probably just hope. They're just going to slide this one by. One dragon each team now. And with a bit of luck, they got the timer as well.
Yeah, one dragon doesn't matter that much. You want to really stop the teams from getting the 3rd and the 5th dragon, of course. The 5th dragon.
Jinx just helping out Vladimir with taking down that Grumps. Good guy, Jinx. I mean, good girl, Jinx. Meantime, Vladimir once bought Hemoplagues them, is going flashing in onto the turret. That is actually depth charge onto Morgana, Glacial Prison onto Jinx, and both of them go down at exactly the same time. Nautilus and Sejuani picking these up. That quite aggressive play. Oh, but here comes Gragas with a body slam flash in, gets a explosive Kag. Rise is trying to put some damage back, but Lulu simply too tanky with the wild growth, and Coctus gets that kill handed over to him. Meantime, LeBlanc trying to get some kills back here, gets the kill into Sejuani, but now in the heaps of trouble herself, gets pinned off here by Sivir. Action happening everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure what I should analyze. I guess for the team of Void Gaming, really just going onto the team of Sliver and Fortunate, just abusing the fact that they are really immobile, the bot lane for Enigma Gaming, so they were able to just go onto them and try and get the kills, and it succeeded well because the Black Shield were onto Fortunate, the Morgana, so Jinx were just alone in that.
I do believe that I've been waiting a bit for what Vladimir would be going for his next time after that Will of the Ancients. He's got Sorcerer's Shoes, of course, and with the Distortion enchantment on that to get the Flash and Ghost a bit soon. I believe Ghost as well. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, so he's going for the full teamfight combo where he can flash in and use his Blood Pool or Hemoplague or just keep up with the Ghost, where you also get a bit of extra movement speed with the Distortion, but you also get the reduced cooldown, so a good pickup for Void Gaming's PV Fear, I guess it's called. So he has a really good teamfight potential right now, and that is of course what the team of Void Gaming are going for.
I do like the pickup here for Sejuani. Like after she got the Cinderhawk enchantment on the Trailblazer, she's going instantly for the Aegis of Legion. Probably becoming a locker to stop a bit of the damage coming in from Lulu, from LeBlanc, and even from Morgana, basically.
Yeah, basically from everybody. Everybody from the team of Enigma Gaming has some AoE of some sort. And
Glacial Prison onto Gragas. Gragas being in a bit of trouble. Depth charge onto him, gets both him and Morgana up there going after him, after the turret. Exhaust onto Sivir. Those were the Soul Shackles, but they're trying to turn around. Vladimir joining in. That is a teleport coming in from Lulu. And I do believe most of them are going to back off. Too much has been blown. I do believe if Vladimir was there from the start, that would have been a bit different.
Yeah, then Nico would have been going down, I think. And the team of Void Gaming just decides to back off and not do too much because the Jinx are starting to have a lot of wave clear. So they can't really push in the towers so much, and even when they are low, they can still be picked off because of the power spikes that the team of Enigma are in right now.
So you did see like Caps at the side trying to flank, but you just get, because of the vision coming in here from at that point from Void Gaming, you just had to back off and they just chased them to about the mid turret. But if you take a look now at Enigma Gaming's vision to their own jungle, it just shows how scared they are of being popped out by the Vladimir, by Sejuani. Just you've got red dots littering over there, over every spot there.
Yeah, they really need the vision as well if they want to get into this game again. They have to stop being caught by Nautilus.
Speaking of being caught, that was LeBlanc just being somewhere she really does have. She even fails the mimic, the stall, but just being in places where she's got no right to be. And that's just the danger of a Sivir. Like, she pops it on the hunt and the whole team is running towards you. And LeBlanc here with the Ignite will be going down to actually the Nautilus. Now, Wild Growth going on to Morgana. Super Mega Death Rocket coming in. Nico will be taken down here by Owner. They're now going after Coctus. Coctus has to flash away, and that is already a 2-for-0. Sliver might get a reply kill here onto the Sivir. No, with the Glacial Prison, they turn it around. That is a kill onto Sliver. 3-for-0 coming in, and that could mean the mid-second inner turret coming down here.
And the team of Void Gaming aren't finished right now.
This could actually get more kills here. The Coctus being so cocky here, just standing in the front, trying to poke. Well, against the Rise.
Yeah.
Not really advisable, children. When you see a rise, run the other way.
Yeah, but also a very debat- debatable decision for the team of Enigma, just trying to keep on fighting. They are so far behind, nearly 10,000. They need to just turtle this game and get more gold before they can fight. But also they did.
Oh, Nico being caught out here. That's not, we're not gonna save him. He uses his flash, and he might actually get out of that. The chompers here coming down, saving his life more or less. But that's the thing. Like, I feel like they've been tilting a bit ever since the team fight's going wrong, and their decision making has just gone downhill. It's like with Cloud9, whenever High was behind, he would just tilt and shut down, and you wouldn't get any good decisions from him. But that is Void Game starting the Baron.
Yeah, but they have no mana, so they really have to be careful right now.
Hemo playing onto 3 members. Vladimir trying to get in the middle of them. Sejuani does pick up that Baron, so Void Gaming now in the offensive. That is all on being popped. First one to go down on Lulu and Morgana. They now get the kill onto Sliver. And that is a double kill coming from Sivir, and I don't believe Nico and Caps have got anything to search anymore. Caps, oh dear. Oh dear. That, we've all been there, just slamming our face into a wall. Anywho, 4-for-1 plus at Baron, I'd say that's pretty convincing.
Yeah, and a surrender mode coming.
There's a surrender coming in, 21 minutes in. Over 10,000k gold lead, quite expected.
Yeah, not a lot that the team of Enigma Gaming could do that, but they, to be honest, they did have a lot of questionable decisions in that game, where they just kept on trying to fight and trying to get something out of the team fights, even though they were behind already.
I feel like they were just like throwing an 8-ball and just like, try again later, and they were just like, okay, the 8-ball says we have to try again later, what we do, we're gonna just stand here. But they're engaging us, no, listen to the 8-ball. Trust.
Gotta engage!
Trust in the power of the magic conch shell. No. See if we've got anything interesting going on here just yet. Best I can offer you is a Platinum 2, I believe. Platinum.
I can take a look. Actually, we just casted a game of the League 1.
I remember from Sunday, from Enigma Indeed and Void Gaming. Like, I'm pretty interesting to see these kinds of scrims, you could say. Okay, it's not really a scrim, but they do turn up against each other, and such a dominating performance. Could you really say, like, that is how these two teams stand against each other? Or were Enigma perhaps trying something? Were they just not, like, on the comfort picks?
I am not quite sure what happened because of, you know, that it is a best of one, of course. So one of the teams could have been trying something, or something could have gone wrong. You could have, even if it was a best of 3 or something, then it would have maybe looked different in the second game or even the third game if that were to come. But, well, they did get outplayed, and they know now that maybe that comp doesn't work against that comp. So you have to learn from every game that you play.
Yeah, it does seem that banning the Rise should be a good start already. Because, honestly, you saw Uni play, he was 0-2 behind, he got a solo kill up top. Then you see a Visit Charty playing it and just wrecking. Like, I don't know what happened to Rise, but this is not legal. There's some serious steroids being used here.
Yeah, steroids are illegal in sports, so you shouldn't be able to have that. And I guess Rise just went into the jungle and found some mushrooms that really made him strong.
Damn it, Timo! Like,
why did you have to grow these mushrooms?
That's just mainly the main thing I think when I play League of Legends, and something goes wrong. Doesn't matter what. Timo might not even be in the game or even be mentioned. My first thought is always like, Timo. There are a couple of champions he'll never get me to like. Timo, Master Yi, Tryndamere. Like, these 3, I don't know why, but I'm never going to like them, and I'm always just going to have this aversion towards them whenever I see them. Like, how scary is it? You see, like, this big barbarian spinning around, just yelling at you and throwing chickens at you. At least throw the yordle.
Well, I actually did once climb a lot with Tryndamere, so I like him, and
Oh god.
I bought a skin for him.
Oh
But
no.
I have Teemo, and I have to say I've only played him in ARAM, to be fair, but I suck with him.
I got him gifted for my birthday, the 2nd of May this year. I got him gifted by my friend Redder Focusu, even though I really didn't want him. He gifted to me, and I sent a tweet to Riot Support saying, "My jerk-ass friend sent me Teemo, and I absolutely despise this little monster. Can you help me?" And they were like, "Well, we could help you and delete Teemo, but would you really want to do that?" And I just said, like, does it help keeping him in the box in my cellar and hoping he never gets out? Does he even need air holes? Can we just like shove something in there and just say shut up and die? But apparently he needs to be fed on champions, and I just said that goes too far. I'm just going to like ignore the fact that he exists in that box and never let him out.
God, you're evil.
Yeah, well, have you seen Team? I'm evil. Have you seen that little creature? I think if the League of Legends community was ever to take a physical form, that would be it. Toxic, not funny, and trolling. It reminds me of yesterday. You know Ride Velvet, the referee for the NALCS.
No.
Well, like every time she's just a nice young woman, and every time she shows up on the Twitch chat, just happens you can just guess what happens. Like, you've got like an half an hour of just grill. Like, have you ever seen a woman before? Last time I checked, you should have, because, well, else you wouldn't have been here. Well, that might be the better case, but still. Yes, I just have Mad Scientist here in my chat saying that he hates them too. Well, thank you. I don't have anything against yordles, let me just clarify that. I don't hate yordles, I hate Teemo. Like, how would you feel if a small, furry-like creature ran up to you, blowing darts at your face and throwing mushrooms in your mouth? Like, I don't even have it for Girl Scouts, never mind the little beasts that are going to kill you.
What the fuck?
Well, I like these conversations. It reminds me of like Doa and Monte Cristo of the LCK. Like,
fair enough, but I haven't heard them talk about Teemo ever.
oh no, they talk about Korean opera. Gee,
Yeah.
I might know a lot, but Korean opera is just like that thing that just like, that falls away from my mind. But I think there's a YouTube video of just when LCK usually does not have any problems. That's like LPL's thing, like 2-hour delays. Yeah, pretty normal, guys. But LCK never has any issues, and there was like an issue for about 20 minutes, I believe. And it just was the Monty and Doa show. It was hilarious. Just 20 minutes of Monty and Doa just talk. I just gave these two a talk show. Would be hilarious. Why would we bother watching LCS when we could just watch Monty and Doa criticizing everybody? That's something I would want to spend money on.
You want to see a Monte Cristo and Doa opera?
No, an opera, no, just a regular talk show. I just want them to hear them whining about how things are happening, like just the occasional Star Wars reference from Doa and Monte Cristo just sitting there like, you sad little man.
Well, yeah, they should have just keep on talking, and then between games they should keep talking. They shouldn't have any pause at all.
But no, I do believe they can also do that because they're not the main stream. Like, you've got the Korean broadcast, and of course, they're the English broadcast. And, well, honestly, how many Americans are going to get up? Like, I think something 2 a.m. Like, I think for Europeans, it's like somewhere in the morning between 10 and 11 a.m. So it's still fairly reasonable for us if you're not like one of the people like me that does not get out of bed before 10 a.m. without a very good reason. Because if you see me out of bed before 10 a.m. and I don't have a good reason, you can be sure that either my house is on fire or there's a giant tsunami coming our way or the apocalypse. Like, same thing with me running. You see me running, run straight after me because I'm running from something. And it's going to hurt. Anywho.
I'm not even quite sure what the question started with. I don't
No,
know.
no, that's just general knowledge. Like, I'm not British, but I know, like, I would love to live in the UK, and I know if I see a British man suddenly start running, like Europeans, we're one of the most, we're not Americans yet, but we're still one of the most lazy people there are. Like, we would probably create a machine to grab the remote control for us because we're too lazy to get up and get it. That's how lazy we are. Imagine if suddenly people start running towards you. I don't know, but I would be running my ass off.
Anyways, we have another challenger team game coming in. If you want to shoutcast a little more.
Yes, because I believe that I might be causing brain injuries to my followers if they have to hear me anymore. Oh, is that the Millennium lineup? Lovely.
Is it? Hmm.
Better than Millennium than V9. Damn you, giving me false hope. So, let's see. Oh, it's the Aviator Aurelia. I don't like that skin that much. I prefer, like, Aurelia has so many beautiful skins, and the Aviator is, like, probably the least nice one. Anywho, let's take a look. It's a Karma mid, I believe. It's been... How long has it been since we've seen Karma mid? I believe it's since, like, Bjergsen's Pentakill.
Yeah, like a year. No. A year and a half.
We're getting old.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Anywho, so an Elise Jungle... I don't believe we've seen Elise Jungle for about Season 5 completely. Why is that? Why have we seen such a lack of Elise Jungle?
The problem about Elise Jungle is that you don't have the best late game anymore. Elise Jungle is all about the early game, but after the 10-minute mark, then she really starts to fall behind. And then she don't really have anything she can contribute to the team except of just being a cocoon bot, where she will just keep on stunning the enemies. She, but as that said, she is...
Oh, they're going on to Vayne. Vayne might be in a bit of trouble. Has to flash away and use heal. Ignite was ticking though. Seems to be getting away for now. And apologies to my viewers if you were still watching the be right back sign. Should be fixed by now. And if it's not fixed, well, not my problem.
Well, there are just things I expect from this Elise. I really expect her to be really aggressive in the early game, because that is where Elise shines right now. You need to really snowball in the early game and get your team ahead. And if you don't do that, then the Skarner will be far more efficient in the mid to late game than you.
I'm gonna make a bold statement and say this is probably going to be the best season for Wicked since Season 2, because Aurelia is back and people are playing her again. Like, that's the only thing I can imagine. Like, everybody's playing Aurelia. Where's Wicked?
But then again, I'm not quite sure that Team Gravy will be able to make the best of the impressions. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Mr. Alice is doing.
But what's with the sudden resurge of Aurelia in the top lane?
She is a very good late game, and you really like, in this meta, you really like someone with CC and tankiness. And...
Oh, Elise finds herself a rumble. Oh, that cocoon actually did connect, and she's just trying to put some poke damage down, getting Aurelia a bit of an advantage here.
Yeah, and as I was saying, Aurelia is tanky and she has a lot of damage, and she of course has a CC, so it really does help a lot in the meta where you like to have CC and tankiness. Okay, so let's take a look at the bot lane. We haven't really talked a lot about that.
We see Elise actually taking a lot of damage here coming in, but Talon is joining up now. Skarner might be in a bit of trouble. Ignite is ticking. Elise repels away. Seems to be fine for now. Karma trying to lock up. Talon gets the kill. First blood onto Elise. Now turns towards that Talon with that red buff. Is trying to slow her down as much as possible, but doesn't have that much mana left. Flashes in and is probably going to get a kill here, but gets a double kill and goes down to the turret.
very close for the Karma, just barely gets out.
Hashtag
Well,
worth it.
yeah, hashtag worth it, of course.
It's only worth it if you like type it in all chat.
Yeah, well, she did get the Seeker's Arm Guard now, so she will be able to. She should be able to dominate the middle lane. But with that said, she really does need to snowball, of course, because she is more of an utility mage. So if she can snowball, she will be very relevant. But she is basically there to be a peel bot for the Vayne, because Vayne is the hyper carry in the late game, and because of the magic damage that you are missing from your mid laner, the team of
Would prove.
yeah, Big Crew, yeah, they decided to pick up a Rumble as well, so they have the extra.
But I'm wondering with the Vayne and Janna, why not lane swap? Because you're up against a Callista Bard. I'm not gonna say Bard is the strongest laner, but a Callista, the level 1 power spike, as they all like jokingly tell about, but still, a Vayne's not going to have a decent lane against a Callista. Why not better just swap it out and go against a Aurelia 2v1? Speaking of Vayne, Vayne's being called out here. Bard with a nice magical journey, gets the first blood. I'd say that was quite magical indeed.
A very magical first blood. Oh, Elise just walks in front of the scanner.
Nope. It reminds me of those gifs where they're just like, nope, never mind. Oh, but that's his Rumble overheating and a bit of trouble. Aurelia going in onto him. Gets a couple of turrets shots on her for her trouble. But in the end, no kills there.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the lane swaps, I'm not quite sure why there are no lane swaps for the team of Big Crew. But, well, if you want your Vayne, you can say that she always does tend to go a little behind in the lane, but you still have a Rumble that will be fairly healthy in the CS, so...
And even if he falls behind, Rumble, even if he falls behind, he's fairly useful with his ultimate, if he gets a bit of magic penetration.
Yeah, exactly, and both lanes are supposed to lose. Not, of course, they shouldn't lose on because of them being countered, but they're not supposed to win in counters.
Speaking of which, Cam might be going aggressive here onto Talon. Talon might be in a bit of trouble because Skarner is joining up, has to use his ultimate, trying to get away, but Karma has seen it, and that would be the end of Talon.
Yeah, just Talon being locked down and not really being able to do a lot.
He's playing fairly aggressive against the Karma.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure why, because the Karma will be able to just snowball even more because of...
Oh, that is a nice double stun coming in. Kalista trying to put the damage onto Vayne. They have the level advantage. She's already level 6. Rent will be coming in, gets 1 kill. Will it be enough? No, the heal will be saving Vayne here. Speaking of aggression here, Aurelia goes tower diving onto this turret, but that's a nice equalizer, and she will be taken down for her troubles as well due to a turret. Meantime, Aurelia, well, let's just say Karma took up a bit of a Spidey snack.
And the blue team are actually ahead, even though they are behind in kills, but that's because of the CS that they have. They have way, well, not way more, but they have a lot more CS than Victory. They have 30? No, they have 32 more CS in the bot lane for Callista. And in the top lane, they also have a lot more for Aurelia. The only place they are really starting, they are even or even fall behind is in the mid lane for Talon, and well, Talon just have to survive this laning phase.
So important question for a Callista. We see a lot of people like talking about her, like you go Rune Azura King, you go Bloodthirsty, you go Blade Rune King. So she's gone she's gone for the BF sword. What will she most likely be going? Oh, that will be for later. That is actually Tempered Fate onto the turret. They're going in. Cosmic Binding onto Janna. Janna trying to get away here. But that's kind of coming in as well. And they're simply going to take the turrets, driven them off, getting some of the flashes down.
Yeah, a very nice try for the blue team. And Redale have to run now. He might be.
But Talon actually goes in, gets exhausted, tries to find himself something, but that is Rex. That's Skarner actually dragging Callista in. Callista is the first one to go down. Talon re-engages with his ultimate, will be going down instantly, and the magical journey will be saving Bart for now. But Karma's going to follow up, but she finds herself an Elise. That is why you usually do not follow up a magical journey if you don't have vision. Skarner in the back tries to 1v1 versus Elise, but I don't believe that is the best of ideas. Red carpet being laid down here, Equalizer, and Rumble joins up as well through the magic journey. But Bart's just so slippery, he gets away.
Yeah, and it's a very questionable decision to why the team of Vicpru are starting to fight all the time, because they have the late game. They are about the late game.
Well, they started pretty well on BTM side, so they got on the Vicpru side, they got a couple of kills, they got the Callista focusing down, they got the Talon, but then they overchased themselves, being Skarner at one side, being all by himself, and Karma following up. Like, it seems like some part of the communication was off there.
Yeah, but the communication should be all about them just waiting for the late game, because they have the late game combo. Of course they shouldn't give up the early game as well, but they don't have to be so aggressive, especially in the mid lane. Karma is trading a lot of kills, giving some over to the team of the blue team, but of course you can say that the bot has most of the actually nearly half the kills for blue team, but
what can we say? Bard OP. Talon goes aggressive onto Karma, but Janna is with him, has to use his ultimate just to get out. So not really aware, seems, of where everybody is. Vision bit lacking here for BTM. Oh, Tempered Fate being used here onto both Callista and Skarner. Callista is trying to peel away, going backwards. Howling Girl will stop it for now. And that was a Fate's Call. Will be bouncing back in, just trying to hold them off. Cosmic Binding will be stunning only one of them. Janna is trying to hunt them down. Skarner still going up to Callista. Will it be enough though? And Skarner gets a kill here.
Yeah, just very good for Vicpru. Just keep on punishing this Callista that are always overextending.
But
they are
once more, they're surging for blood. Elise joining up with the magical journey, and they're still in a 2v3. I don't believe this would have ended well, even if they had committed.
Yeah, they tried to look for a little more blood, but couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm. It's been pretty quiet in the top lane. We see Aurelia with about a 35 CS advantage over the Rumble. So, as an Aurelia versus a Rumble, do you still go for the Triforce, or do you try to get a bit of magic resistance?
Well, I would say that Aurelia should just go for Triforce as he is going, because of Rumble actually never really being there in the lane. He has been roaming a lot. So just go for the Triforce, get that immediate power spike for the mid game, and try to abuse it, get a lot of objectives. And the blue team right now are actually going for the dragon, and they can do it because they have so many wards in the enemy jungle. They have 3 wards that pretty much lights up the whole jungle.
Well, you know what to say. Buy a ward, save a life.
Yeah, and just a safe dragon coming in for the blue team, without any risk at all.
Oh, Talon taking the magical journey, being knocked up by the Howling Gale, is in a bit of trouble, but with a bit of support there from Bart, gets away safely. Meantime, Aurelia is running for a live, Equalizer being put on, has to flash away, chilling Smite onto her, they're going to turret dive. Here comes the ultimate from Skarner, they try, and who are they going to pass it to? She tries to turn around onto the Rumble, and Rumble taking quite a lot of damage there. In the end.
Very close for Aurelia to...
Tempered Fate here onto the turret. They try to go in town, gets onto Vayne. Vayne, Monsoon saving her for just a bit now, but that is her going down. Callista gets another kill.
And a very nice use of the Tempered Fate for Bart, just locking down the tower so it won't be able to deal any damage to the team. But
oh, Callista might be overextending her a bit. Skarner trying to get through the front line, that is Bard, but that is just one squishy, big, cuddle mystical being. But Talon joins in from the side. Skarner will be the first to fall, and I do believe that BTM are just going to peel away from this one, being happy with what they've been given.
Very well played actually for the BTM V9 team.
It was like nice juggling between Bard and Callista and taking damage.
Yeah, and they're really doing a great job of just punishing the combo that Vic Crew has been putting together, where they want to go for the late game. So just punishing that the team of Vic Pro are trying to skirmish all the time in the early game, and just putting them further and further behind. You can even see that the Wayne are around 2,000 gold behind, even nearly 3,000 gold behind of the
Mm-hmm.
the Callista.
But
So
Callista, so she went with Runan's Hurricane first, so she's going to be attacking quite fast and clearing waves, but that much damage is not what she's doing just yet. But she's just so far ahead in CS over Vayne. She doesn't even have finished her Blade of Ruin King just yet. Talon finding himself a Skarner, well, or should I say Skarner finding himself a Talon. Talon has to flash away, uses actually the Shadow Assault, and might be that Skarner and Rumble overthought this one, thinking they had him. Callista and Bar trying to turn this one around. Tempered Fate not connecting it, Cosmic Binding only 2 of them. And those are 4 members of Wickers coming through here. And I don't... both teams already having used quite a bit. I think both of them rather just back off and wait for the cooldowns to come back off. So Aurelie does finish off that Trinity Force, so she'll be doing quite a lot of damage.
yeah, she does have a quite huge power spike right now in the early game. So the team of BTM can try to abuse that. And will they be able to pick up the red blue buff? Yeah, they will, with the smite coming in for the Callista. So with the power spike of the Aurelia, they will be able to pick up a lot of towers and a lot of objectives. They could even put Aurelia in the top lane to split push, and then the rest go in the mid lane, because of the Rune and Hurricane for the Callista, where she will be able to push in the wave quite efficiently.
So Rumble's teleport will be up next as a first one, so he'll be having teleport advantage for a bit here. Can they actually try to send this Rumble down this bottom lane, which is fairly, you could say, quiet for now? But speaking of which, you're going to engage. That is Garner finding himself a Bard. Impale onto him. Bard might be in a bit of trouble. They turn towards him, and that's a kill coming in for Vayne. Equalizer. That was just style points. That was just putting it down for fun.
Or for zoning. The Equalizer really did zone the team of BTM so that they couldn't help the Bard. And they're just gonna pick up an easy tower with Pro.
First tower coming in for Wickbrew here, so surely it's not over yet. You might have thought that they were just slacking behind a bit, but they're showing signs of life.
Yeah, and I would really love to see this Wayne go into the bot lane, just try to farm up. She is 70 CS behind, so she is really far behind of this Callista, and he doesn't even have her first item yet, while the Callista has her very first item yet. So just keep on farming, Wayne, and get the gold that you need to be relevant in the late game, because it's really starting to look really dark for the team of Big Pro.
I'm wondering, we see the ages of the Legion on this bar, and could this be the manner of command? Because I would love to see how they use that powered up minion.
Hmm.
I mean, Karma finds herself a talent. Talon might be, nope, simply backs off. Tether no longer holding on there. And that's just Callista being so powerful she can just force the turret off. But Vayne and Karma find themselves a Talon. Talon simply going down there, not much he could do. And Aurelia just zoning off 3 people by herself.
But a really nice distraction for Cassadar, just distracting Redale and Royally, so that the rest of the blue team would be able to just pick up that tower in the top lane. But now we're seeing Vicro going for a dragon, and they might be able to burst it. I'm not quite sure if they want to burst it, but the team of the team of BTM are just coming off the base now, so
Rocks
they
are
will
making
not
a
be able
way.
to
Might we see
fight.
the heroic steal coming in? No. Skarner smites it down, fairly secured.
But they will be able to just pick it off because there are not anyone that can pick it off because of the team being in the base.
I do have to. So, Blade Rune King has finally been completed onto Vayne, but look how we're nearly near the flame horizon. That's nearly 100 CS behind Callista. This is just painful to watch. She's got the Bloodthirst and Runon's Hurricane. Can't Vayne even contest this Callista anymore?
No, she cannot find this Callista. She really has to just keep on farming and hoping for her team to be able to wave clear whenever the blue team wants to push in. But it really does take the Vayne to a new level, because as a Vayne you really want to be aggressive all the time, but you can't be aggressive when you are too far behind.
It does seem like Wickproo now, their only hope is to really drag it out to very late, well, while everybody's on 6 item spikes, and you've got the scaling coming in from Vayne, the damage coming in from Rumble, because else, if it just goes on like it currently is, I do believe that BTM simply can push this one out and get the road to victory.
Yeah, they should be able to really just push the waves in, and the only real wave player you have from the team of Wickproo are the Rumble with his home.
Aurelia going under the turret. That's as soon as Outclass being popped here by Rumble, and it seems to be getting away just now. And I'm so disappointed, Bard, with Lockhart of the Iron Solari, no banner of command. Elise repelling away, being a bit of trouble. Town going 1v1 versus Vayne under that turret, but that is condemned to the wall, and the turret will be helping out Vayne here. Kill for her. Meantime, Bard being that tanky front line here, gets a Tempered Fate onto one. Skarner being picked off here at the sides. Monsoon being used, double kill coming in for Callista, and then now going after Karma. Karma running for her life. Bard flashes in. Will it be enough? Cosmic Binding has to flash away from that. And they could probably take this turret without too much contestation. 1 for 2 coming in here. It feels a bit like they're playing the Gambit strategy with Darien, but this time with Talon. Talon feeds, but distracts enough people so they get an objective. Every time Talon dies, get an objective.
Yeah, and they're doing a really great job of just getting the objectives, but they do have the damage for it as well. And the problem for Wickproo is that they have picked a combo where they have 0 wave clear. The only real wave player they have is Rumble
And Karma.
But it's not a lot, and if you really want to clear a wave really fast, then you have to use Equalizer, but it has a cooldown because it is a ultimate, so you can't spam it all the time.
I do believe that Skarner was challenging Aurelia to a dancing contest, but Aurelia seems not interested. Quite a shame. I don't think it's fair as Aurelia as a human being to actually try to dance against a creature with about 6 legs. Like, that puts you at a major disadvantage. Have you seen the moves that, for example, Rek'Sai can do? Those are some sick moves.
Yeah, but the problem for Skarner is that he can't twerk.
Oh, right, yeah. Poor Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
Skarner is a male, so I don't believe that he really wants to twerk, but Rek'Sai is a female. Those are some serious issues.
Exactly, but you see if Skarner really did contest someone for a dancing contest, and if it is a girl, then she would twerk.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that tail. But that might be Talon in a bit of trouble here. Skarner trying to go onto him. Shadow Sword being popped already, and has to back away. So once again, that ultimate being used defensively.
Yeah, just keep on trying to apply some pressure. And
bye-bye Bards. Magical Journey! He lives. Wish I could say the same from Impale onto the Talon here. Tempered Fate only getting Talon there. Equalize being put down, but not really in anybody's favor there. Aurelia has been taken down by Vayne at the side, but at least gets the kill onto Karma. 1 for 1 just for now. That's a Magical Journey coming through. Skarner in the front there. At least trying to zone out Vayne and Rumble, at least getting the kill onto Skarner. And now with the tank line gone, Fate Skull here, but going in slow onto the Vayne with the Q there. I don't know whether it's safe to go further here. At least trying to get a kill onto Janna. Janna just gets away with a bit. At least, well, you know how lasers and spiders go together. Not very well.
And BTM will be able to just pick up a tower here.
Inhibitor turret number 1.
Yeah, still the same problem for VicPro not having any wave clear and just being too far behind to try and contest anything at this point.
Let's just turn it around and put all the money into Janna and get this Howling Gales to actually like clear out a full wave. That would be That would be awesome.
Yeah, the AP Janna could really work, but I'm not quite sure it would be efficient to defend the Vayne in a team fight though.
Hey, look at those tornadoes. Anyway, in this bottom lane, we might see Aurelia getting caught out. At least was just recalling there, so they have been spotted out. We see the Theta coming in here. Will be locked down. Do they have enough damage? Perhaps Aurelia is going to try to 1v2 this. Goes into Karma. Karma might be in a bit of trouble. Meantime, in the mid lane, Talon's going 1v1 versus Vayne. Gets the shutdown to Vayne. Meantime, Aurelia in the bottom lane has to turn around. Tries to run away. Is going to be locked up here. But gets assistance from the duo lane. Kalista and Bard trying to go in. Slow coming in within the flame from Karma now. Impale onto Aurelia. Xiana will be the next one to fall. Rumble in big trouble. Has to zone this. Tempered Fate onto Karma. Karma running here at the side. Kalista gets 1. Kalista gets 2. And that is an ace coming in for BTM. And probably a dragon.
Yeah, and VicPro keeps on trying to be aggressive and just try to make some plays, but it's not working for them. They are too far behind. Their Vayne has 0 items. So they will not be able to do anything, and here comes the surrender world.
Well, what can you do? Yordles, Scorpions, or Dragons still take them all out. Exterminator service, BTM, even though they have a spider. So pretty dominating games these last 3 games. Just smashing, you could say, what is left of them. And every time you think like they have like a spark of life, they can come back. After that one spike of brilliance, they usually just end up dying. It's quite sad.
Yeah, but well played for the team of
BTM.
just abusing the late game comp that the team of VicPro had and just keep on snowballing. Well played.
I am happy though, because I really want Elise to come back. Like from the few junglers I actually do play, Elise was one of them, and I really hope that she comes back.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for letting me joining you here tonight.
You're
Darth
more
Laser.
than welcome, and I hope we see each other again soon enough. I'll be going off myself, so we'll be ending the stream here. Once again, thanks to you for being here. It's been a great pleasure, and we'll probably put this video onto YouTube later on, so hope to see you later.
Yeah, thanks for letting me joining you, Darth Laser. See you
And
soon.
good night to everybody. Bye-bye.